we have to recognize the policies that are doing more damage than good. And these are Democrat policies in California, where you have a governor that did not fill reservoirs when you guys got tons of rain a couple of years ago. And now you have places like the Pacific Palisades where firemen don't even have enough water to fight the fires out there. And it's all in the name of climate change. Meanwhile, your state is on fire, and look at the damage that's being done. If you're concerned about CO2 emissions, which I'm not, frankly, but if you are, look at the damage that's being done in the name of climate change or protecting the environment, which you're not doing any of. I mean, you guys refuse to clear your brush. You refuse to do burns like you should. And that's so very important, to control burns, to make sure that that the landscape is safer for residents to live there, especially if you live outside of the brick jungle or the concrete jungle, if you will. If you're going to move into rural areas, if you're going to move into the valley, it becomes even more increasingly important, obviously, that brush around you and nearby areas is cleaned up, that it's thinned out, that there are controlled burns. Instead of letting ember and just run wild, just grow wild. Makes no sense to me. You got to thin out the tree. It has to be done. If you're going to live in a dry climate area like California, basically a desert, you got to do this stuff. You got to stop forcing people like PG&E to go woke, to go green. And you got old equipment. I mean, 100-year-old equipment PG&E has. They can't even restore, rebuild their infrastructure because they've been bankrupted by lawsuits. Meanwhile, Gavin Newsom and your state legislature forced their hand to go woke, forced their hand to go green. Look at what green is doing for you, California. Please wake up. It's a complete and utter scam to keep you voting for the Democrat Party. Meanwhile, they put your lives in danger with all of this nonsense. Clean up the roads, clean up the extra brush, thin out the trees, bring the timber business back, make it strong in California like it should be, all right? And then you can create a lot of jobs and you can make your state safer. That's what everybody should want. That's the role of the government. California simply is not doing that.